Game Point Podcast.
Game Point Podcast.
Yeah, it's your boy, Big Rich. You can just call me Rich, though.
And that's Bento. You can just call me at 508. I'm not going to put the rest of my name on the podcast.
Hey, yo, man, this is episode 2 of the pod. You know, we're still trying to get our technology game up. You know, the setup's going to get a lot better, a lot more improved.
And the key word is trying. Please bear with us.
Facts.
You know, Rome
Please bear with
built
us.
in a day.
Exactly. So yeah, real quick, I wanted to. What have you been playing lately? Let's talk about that real quick.
What have I been playing?
What games you been playing lately?
I've been playing a lot of Smash Bros. Because Kazuya.
Where? What's he like?
He's dope. He's super dope. He plays like Tekken, which is like the trend with Smash Bros. Characters. They really like Sakurai really does bring these motherfuckers to life. Like it really does feel like he's ripped straight out of Tekken. All the combos are Tekken-esque, like even down to like the hit style of characters and shit. Like it really does, like because when I think of Tekken, because I'm not a Tekken player, but you know from my experience with Tekken, when I think of Tekken, I think of one character just in the air falling on the punches of the other character, like in a combo consistently, and just kind of staying and like hit stun like that.
Smash really got all the fight. You got Ryu, you got Ken.
Yeah.
You got freaking Kazuya. You got, what's that dude? Terry Bogard? Is that his name?
Terry Bogard.
Yeah, they got all the fighters now.
And Lil Mac. Can't forget Lil Mac, DOG. Punch-Out's a fighting game.
Let's just hope they knock it out the park with that last character, man, because...
We shall see.
Nintendo...
Crash Bandicoot. I'm saying it right now.
I don't got much faith in these boys, man. Why should it be somebody lame where you're just like, oh, okay. Like,
we're gonna see.
Cool.
We're gonna see.
But all right, so
what have you been playing?
Yeah, I was about to go into the topic and shit.
Oh, and Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I've been playing a lot of
For
Tony
real?
Hawk Pro Skater. That just came to the Switch.
Throw back. Oh man, I've been playing. So I just recently replayed Batman Arkham Knight. So I finished that up. I like pretty much 100%ed it, almost.
Completion.
I love that game. Yeah. I just finished playing that. I'm still playing Ori 2, and I'm currently playing some game called Prey, which is on Game Pass, where it's like you're an astronaut dude who's been getting experiments conducted on, like these aliens attack the ship, and it's like kind of like a scary game where you got like survival, scary kind of thing.
Sounds like
so I'm
Space
playing
Silent
that.
Hill.
Yeah, pretty much. And I've been playing a lot of Halo Master Chief Collection with my boy. We've been co-oping Halo 2 on Legendary mode. That game puts some hair on your chest, boy. Let me tell you something. That game, I like hard games. I like dying a million times, and I like having to strategize to beat games. You know what I mean? So that Halo 2 is like, it gets to a point where I tell my boy, okay, you go here, you shoot this thing, I'll go over there, do that, we'll meet up here. It's like a whole strategy thing going on. So, yeah, we're just kind of trying to beat every Halo campaign in preparation for Halo Infinite, which should be dropping like September, October, November. Nobody knows. But
should be.
Yeah, so that's where we're at. But
you had a topic you wanted to dive right into after talking shit about my home team.
Listen,
so I'm gonna let you get that off now. So
I'm gonna say this right now, Tupac style, man. Fuck Nintendo as a staff, video game company, and as a motherfucking crew for real, man. Because these dudes. All right, so when was this? I say last week. You say less than that. Nintendo revealed the Switch OLED model. It's not called the Switch 2. It's not called the Super Nintendo Switch. It's called the Nintendo Switch OLED
Pro
model.
Was like the rumor name I kept hearing. And let me start by saying, High Point, I'm glad it's not just called Switch Pro.
Yeah, I think Super Nintendo Switch would have been a layup though. That would have been fire.
That's coming out in like 3 years. That's not.
They
this.
better name it that.
That's not this. Then if they do another Nintendo Switch, it would be. I think it definitely would be Super Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, they that's a layup, bro. They better
easily
freaking do that shit.
Easily.
Yeah, so they revealed the Switch OLED model. On episode 1, we talked about what we wanted in the upgraded Switch model.
And it wasn't this.
Barely. Only one thing I asked for was in it, which is the OLED support, the OLED screen. I'm like, all right, cool, they did that. But
still no 4K output. Still no.
Nope.
I don't want to steal your thunder because I know you want to shit on these niggas, but like the fact that I'm disappointed in it, I think
listen, bro.
speaks volumes.
First thing first, I noticed Nintendo's definitely catering to the handheld players. Like they don't really care about the people that want to play it docked. Nintendo's bread and butter has always been handhelds. Maybe the Wii was like the one outlier, which was like the console that was hot.
Mm-hmm.
But like, aside from that, Nintendo has always dominated handhelds. So like I think they know what they're good at. So with the Switch, they've been catering to handhelds. But it's like, dog, like these games look like ass, bro. Like this Breath of the Wild, bro. This applies to Breath of the Wild, like when you blow up them little bomb crates.
Talk shit about a different one, please. Not Breath of the Wild.
I'm just saying, like it drops frames like crazy. You're gonna die
alone on that hill. You're gonna die alone on that hill. Everybody knows Breath of the Wild doesn't look graphically incredible, but it still looks fucking beautiful.
So according to IGN, right, they did side by side comparisons. Like they played Breath of the Wild, and they were like, yeah, like the colors pop more on the new screen to OLED. So of course, but you're still getting the same resolution, the 720p, just on a brighter, more vibrant screen.
Well,
so
devil's advocate, that's what it was created on. I don't think they really could make, unless they were to, up-res Breath of the Wild and re-release it as like a remaster or something like that. I don't think you would be getting too much of an increase.
And Lord knows Nintendo is not going to go back and upgrade Breath of the Wild and give it to y'all for free. You know what they're going to do? They're going to reach your Breath of the Wild Ultimate Edition. Make it $60.
In like 10 years.
Make you Nintendo fools buy it all over again.
This is true.
Yep, and you know the Nintendo-year-olds out there also do not care about none of this.
I do also feel like I need to defend myself because I feel personally attacked. I'm not buying Skyward Sword HD, and I am like,
ain't that like the worst Zelda game?
Honestly, that's baby's first Zelda, so like I don't like Skyward Sword, but even like there's games I don't like Majora's Mask. I wasn't a Majora's Mask head at all when I first played it. When it came out on 3DS,
that game is not for kids.
But I mean, like even
we were kids when we first played it, though.
Probably. No, I wasn't.
Oh, you wasn't. I was.
I think the first time I played it on the Wii Virtual Console for the first time. So I didn't play it N64. That was how I played Ocarina of Time. Like I had my whole Zelda.
I played on N64
Renaissance experience on the Wii on the Virtual Console, honestly. But I didn't like Majora's Mask until it came out on the 3DS.
Yeah.
So, like that was me literally giving that game a second chance, even though I didn't like it. But I liked, things about like the themes of it and how dark it felt and shit like that. Like I liked that. Skyward Sword I did not like, and there was nothing that they could have done unless they changed the story and changed literally everything.
The whole motion control thing about it.
Yeah, like I just did not like that game. There was nothing they could have done to make me buy it in HD. Nothing.
Yes,
especially at $60.
Yeah, so they were saying like, so the colors pop more on the OLED screen, yada yada. But it still can't play games in like 60 frames. Of course not in docked mode. I guess that's way too much to ask of Nintendo. But it's like a lot of times, like I said, in Breath of the Wild on the Switch, let's say there are a lot of, what do they call, Moogles, those bad guys? The Bobokins, whatever they're called.
The Bokoblins.
Whatever their names are. Like, if there's too many of those on the screen and you shoot one of them exploding barrels, it starts like getting all freezy and it's like...
It's always explosions. It's always explosions.
Yeah, and it's like, Nintendo, like, what are they doing? And I guess... Again, the Switch sold so much, in part, because of the concept, but also in part because of children, bro. I will stand by this. That console is selling like crack because of kids. Am I lying? It's because of kids. Nintendo knows.
I think the first wave of adults that would have bought it have already bought it.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of kids, exception of the ones that fucking can't because there's shortages. I do still hear every like holiday season, where can I get a Switch? I do still hear that from adults, like people I went to high school with, like the random Facebook posts. Where can I get a Switch?
And I'm sure a lot of parents have bought that thing twice for kids that broke it. For the kid, I'm sure it's been in 4 years. I'm sure it's been purchased twice.
I don't think so.
I think so, but that's just.
I think that's a lot. I mean,
but the
I don't
kid
think
thing,
so,
I think
because my parents would have did that shit. They would have said, "You broke that shit, motherfucker. Now you ain't got no Switch." Like I'm not getting a second one.
You got the initial sales that happened in 2017. And then by 2020, I'm sure your joint's starting to break. Like,
I think
break little kids.
Well, they re-released it. They did.
With the better battery.
And
the Switch Lite.
Re-released with the.
And this is the fourth model.
With the better battery.
That comes in the red box, right?
They just all the new Switches after a certain point had the better battery life. Like you can't even buy the old one anymore. Which I hate when they do that. I'd rather they do shit like the OLED model where there's clear differences and you can still buy the old model, because I was just an early adopter that got the Switch, and then when they upgraded the battery life, I was asked out because you can't tell which ones are the new ones. And I wasn't going to buy a new one anyway. But.
So here's the issue with one thing. So with this OLED model, first off, I'm really pissed that
it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks nice. I like how it's like smaller bezels. You know what I'm saying? I hate like this thing, for example. Fucking, I hate that.
Bezel.
I hate that shit.
It
So it
matches
looks
Metroid. They're
nicer.
pushing Metroid with it, which is great for Metroid fans
Word.
because Metroid deserves that. I'm just
Definitely
getting the good shit
does.
out of the way.
I'm
I
glad.
know we're about to take.
I'm glad we're getting something outside of Pokemon, Mario, and Zelda, because that's all Nintendo cares about. We
Buy
know this.
Metroid Dread. If you're listening to this, please buy Metroid Dread.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have a Switch, like just buy Metroid Dread. You can give it to me. I'll play it.
Oh man, yes. So I'll just buy a bunch of copies, hand them out to kids. Like, yo. But yeah, so this OLED model, they're promoting a LAN port. Like this, yo.
They're promoting a LAN port 2020.
Bro, you know the original Xbox in 2001 had a LAN port?
The GameCube had LAN port.
Bro, like, oh my god,
Hey,
bro.
and the Nintendo system hasn't had LAN port since GameCube. Because
But wasn't the GameCube, you had to buy an adapter for it though, right?
No.
It wasn't a built-in one, was it?
You're right. The
Yeah, it wasn't built in.
You're right. This is the first Nintendo system
Where
that
it's
has
built
it built
in.
in.
Yeah.
But the
Damn.
GameCube and the Wii were the only ones that actually had like that accessory even.
I think the Dreamcast had it built in. The original Xbox, the PS2 had to get an adapter. PS3 had it built in, and from there on,
it was that generation. Yeah,
it
like
became
GameCube,
commonplace.
Xbox, PS2.
But Nintendo's and the thing it's almost kind of pointless because if you're on a LAN connection, but everyone else is still playing Wi-Fi, because I'm sure 98% of switches are still gonna be on Wi-Fi. It's like it's kind of pointless because everyone's on Wi-Fi, so you're playing with all these bad connections. So your good connection doesn't really.
This is true. This is very true.
On top of the fact that
you're playing just online, you're not playing multiplayer online.
Yeah,
you're just playing to connect to a leaderboard or something
exactly.
Like that.
But
then,
I mean, Wi-Fi is good enough for just a leaderboard. Like Smash, Smash used to get laggy, bro. Like
Smash. I've been playing a lot of Smash online right now.
Laggy, right?
And let me tell you, it's not as bad. It's not as bad as
it used to be. When I was on it was horrible.
It's still not the best. Obviously, you're not getting a smooth experience as on PlayStation, Xbox. That's obvious. That's never going to happen. But I've had 3 games. I've been playing Smash for like the past week, like every day consistently.
Yeah.
Like, at least 1 hour. Like I'll wake up in the morning, I'll just go online for a couple of rounds. Like that's how I've been starting my day and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And over this week, I've had 3 games where the lag was like
unbearable, right?
Unbearable. That's it. And I've had maybe 2 experiences outside of that where I felt like the lag actually fucked me up.
See, and I don't get that on Xbox and PlayStation. Like Doug.
But those are great numbers compared to. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying those are great numbers compared to what Smash Bros.
But that doesn't happen to me on the other consoles, bro. It's like that's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
So my theory is
horrible.
The reason why Nintendo said to hell with at least making it better in docked mode is because they looked at their numbers and they said this console is mostly played on handheld. A lot of our demographic is children. Children do not care about graphics and frame rates and all this stuff. So you know what? Let's just make the screen better and brighter because kids like shiny things. Let's just do that. Call it a day. And that's what they did. And I think that's why they did it. They cater to their main market who does not care about the dock mode.
And I think more than anything, that's the issue. Is that all of the improvements are only noticeable in handheld, with the exception of the LAN port on the dock. That's the only thing.
And what is brighter colors? Like that's your improvement. Yeah, better colors, greener greens.
You don't see that in dock mode. In dock mode, the output's the exact same.
Yeah, that's so in dock mode. Output. So the Switch is supposed to be a hybrid console,
and they're only touching up the handheld.
Only half of it is getting an upgrade. The other half is the same.
Well, no, you get a nice LAN port on your dock now.
Oh yeah, sorry. You get a LAN port. Oh man.
And it looks like an Apple product. Bruh. So if you have an iPhone and a MacBook, like you got that nice, black and white matte. I don't know if the white's matte. But you get this nice black and white finish. I feel like it looks like a better console, if nothing.
It looks better.
It definitely looks better than the original model. I will give them that. I'm gonna give them their flowers on the few things that they did that actually are welcome.
Let me tell you something though,
because there aren't many.
There's a couple companies. Upgrade. There's a couple companies on their ass a little bit. I know they're obviously not gonna touch the Switch numbers, but there are other companies such as Steam and these other places that are making their own handhelds that can play real games like the stuff I like to play.
Who's up this generation, by the way? Is it?
It's Nintendo. Wait, are you okay? So the thing with Nintendo, it's complicated to say which generation they're in
I'm counting
because the
Switch
Wii U
with
bombed, and that's why they went into the Switch. So I don't. Is the Switch
Switch
next
is
gen
no,
technically?
Switch is the same gen. We're dealing with PS3
So we
graphics.
just
You know this.
So we ignored Wii U. Okay, we erased it.
No, we're not erasing it. It's just it's part of the same generation.
But it don't even play the same games. Like,
Actually,
you can't take a Wii U disc and put it in a Switch, can you?
No, but that's
what
why
I'm
they're
saying.
selling all the Wii U games on Switch.
Yeah, but that's
It's the
two
same
different
generation.
platforms.
Just like the 3D, the 3DS is part of the same generation as the Wii U.
Oh,
DS and Wii.
oh,
GameCube, GBA, like there's always been a handheld to go along with it. The Switch is in this weird situation where it is succeeding the 3DS and the Wii U at the same time, which makes it part of the same generation.
So then,
because it's the cross point between the two.
But
From
okay,
this point forward, I think we're just getting Switches. I don't think we're getting one or the other anymore.
The Switch isn't the same generation as the Series X and PS5, though. We can say it's not, right?
No, it
the
is.
Switch is last gen. No.
No, because the well, hold on.
It came out 2017. There's no way it's next gen.
Are you counting Series X as the same generation as the Xbox One?
No.
Okay.
It's the next gen.
Okay.
PS5
if
next gen.
If you're calling that next gen, then yes, I would say the Switch is next gen. I'm not calling those next gen. I'm not because the PS5
is next gen.
Is a PS5. Yeah. That's not next gen. That's this gen.
Okay. All right.
Iterative upgrades.
All right,
on PS5,
we're getting confused.
Like
yeah.
Model,
All right.
You know what I mean?
It's technically this gen because they're out. All right.
That's what I'm saying.
So then so the Switch is last gen then.
I don't think the Switch is last gen.
I would say it's not.
I think the Switch is still
it's just complicated
gen because
Nintendo messed it up though by coming out with the Switch over the Wii U because the Wii U was the true last gen machine.
The Wii U was up against the PS5. I mean, no, the PS4 and the Xbox One. That's what the Wii U was up against. We don't have a PS6.
But in the Wii U bombed, so they had to.
No. But I'm saying regardless of Nintendo's standing, we don't have a PS6 yet. We also don't have the Xbox 2, for lack of a better name. We don't have a true successor to the Xbox One. Yeah. We have an iteration. I mean, we have an iterative experience with the Series S, the Series X. Those are OLED models of the.
No, those are night and day differences from the Xbox.
They've
One.
done a way better job improving over the original than the.
I get what you're saying. Nah,
but
they're.
I'm saying generation wise. I'm just talking time wise. I'm talking. It's not this whole new. Completely separate generation.
It is. The Series X from the One, it is.
It's not.
Eventually, come next year, there's going to be only games that can play on the Series X.
It's not, and I'll tell you why. I don't think we're going to see generations the same way we've been seeing generations anymore.
Yeah, because they're doing
we're gonna have another generation where like there are big leaps in game quality and game technology. Like everything's going to jump up. But technology is at such a slowly improving place right now that everything's so iterative. You're not seeing these big leaps anymore. So until we get that big leap where it's clearly the sign of a new generation, it's still going to be that generation.
And I think we're going to start seeing that in 22 with the current Series X and PS5. Like next year, you're going to start being like, damn, this is...
Here's what I'm going to say is going to signal the next generation. 2 letters and a number. PS6. When we have a PS6, a PlayStation 6...
That'd be next gen.
That's the next generation. Until then, we're still in the PS5
technically
generation.
The current... Yeah, it's current.
We're still in the Wii U generation, technically.
So,
it's just no one cares about the Wii U. We're switched up. Speaking of switched up, I think we should go to...
Yeah. But real quick...
But wrap up, yeah.
Real quick, I was just going to say, I don't think this OLED model is going to set sales numbers, personally. No. Because I think a lot of people who already have a Switch are not going to be compelled to upgrade.
No one is.
I don't think a lot of parents who are going to go to the store to buy this for their kids are going to say, ask the people, what's the difference between the $300 model and the $350 model? That's another thing. The OLED should have been $300 and they should have discounted the original Switch. But Nintendo's some shiesty bastards. Yes. So I don't think parents are going to go to the store and say, yo, what's the difference? Ask the GameStop employee. He's going to say, oh, this one's a better screen. The parents are going to say, okay, give me the cheaper one. I don't think the OLED model is going to... Only Nintendo, like fanboys and tech enthusiasts are going to buy this. I don't think it's going to be like... I could be wrong,
Unless your shit broke. Which Joy-Con drift is still a thing. Like, there are a lot of problems with the Switch.
Pass it up. They didn't address the Joy-Cons, bro.
They might have. This thing isn't out yet.
They didn't address the Joy-Cons.
We won't know until Joy-Cons.
I bet you they didn't address the Joy-Cons. But all right.
I honestly do think they probably did fix that, and I don't think they're gonna promote. Hey, this one doesn't have Joy-Con drift because that just
They would have put that in a blog or something though. They would have put that somewhere. That would have been out there.
Joy-Con
already.
drift didn't show up until a while after the Switch first came out though. So like that's the thing is it wasn't a thing they noticed out the gate. So
well, I think it showed up. It just didn't. It wasn't a big deal until the class action lawsuit.
Joy-Con drift happened months after the Switch came out.
But within a year, you could say drift started happening.
Yes, within a year. I think the OLED model won't have Joy-Con drift. That's just me.
I think it will, but we'll see.
Hey, agree to disagree.
Right.
But we're talking new generations. You had mentioned certain games coming out for $70. I think when that is completely industry standard, that will also mark a new generation because $60 games. I mean, personally, I remember games being $40, $50.
$50 was PS2.
Yeah.
Alright, it became $60 when like the 360 came out. I remember that jump. And $60 was like the base price for mad long up until now.
It's been 60 since like 360.
Then now it's starting to jump up to $70. You're seeing Sony first party games, all their first party stuff. Ratchet and Clank $70. That game Returnal $70. Demon Souls $70. I think it is. I could be wrong. Miles Morales was like a short game, so they only made that $50, but. All of their first party stuff is gonna be $70. So
and fuck all that, man. Like I do have an issue with that. I do have an issue because it's not. What is that extra $10 paying for?
So Ratchet and Clank, for example, right? It's a 15-hour game. A lot of people platinum it. Like they got all of the trophies in the game within a couple days.
I get where you're going with this. What is that extra $10 paying for?
That's what I'm asking.
That's my question.
So what I'm saying is, some people are saying, "Yo, there's only 16 hours. I'm paying $70 for this." And I'm just saying, I guess it depends on quality versus the quantity. If it's a great 16 hours,
that $10 isn't pay. I'll answer my own question. I'm about to Joe Budden your shit right now. I'll answer my own question. Okay. That extra $10 is just them saying we want to tax niggas. That's all that is.
Yeah,
that's all. That
I mean, game development is a little more expensive these days.
It is. Yes, absolutely.
So maybe that warrants $10.
No.
Supposedly.
No, because our money isn't paying the developers. Our money's paying the company. The company's paying the developers whatever they can afford to pay them. And these companies are monopolizing this industry. These three companies. Sony, Nintendo, and Xbox.
Especially considering how they monetize their games with DLC and stuff like that. There's no excuse to make games that's like $70 from $60, like
exactly. That $10 is just tax. It's just here, pay us more.
I think
you've probably been playing since you was a teenager, and you're in love with this series now, and you want this new, like with Madden, like with COD, and you want to keep up with this series. So we know we got you hooked. These niggas is drug dealers, bro. I'm gonna charge a little tax on top of it. Like that's it. Because
I think also
going up.
Yeah, I think they're hiding behind the fact that if we're in a new generation right now, they're like, oh, this is why games have to be 70. Look, we're in the new gen. Like that's just what it is. Like they try to, you know what I mean? But when you see other companies like what Xbox is doing, for example, with a lot of their upgrades, that's another thing I wanted to ask you about. So Sony's been like doing a lot of director's cut type of things. So they'll drop old games
with all the DLC added or all the extra shit content.
Not even that. What they've done, sometimes they'll add some new content to it, but a lot of it, like for example, the Death Stranding, which is the last Kojima game that he made. Have you seen that game? Looks so damn boring. I've never played it. Yeah. But it looks like a walking sim. Like you just camping and carrying stuff around.
I mean, they fucked Kojima.
So they dropped a director's cut, right? And it has like, improved melee, improved gun mechanics.
All the shit that should have been in the game.
Yeah, I'm just like, and they're adding like, because the PS5, the DualSense has the haptic feedback and the adaptive triggers and all that.
I think that's fine though. I do think that's fine. I think it's fine.
That should be in a free, and then to turn around and charge $70 for that shit.
It should be. I'm not saying they should be releasing these incomplete games with all these issues. I'm not saying that at all. But I think they have every right to say, "Hey, look, we fixed these couple of things that people complained about. Here's this game."
But like, what happened to patch updates? Like,
I think what the industry as a whole needs to move towards is recycling. They need to get GameStop all the way the fuck out of here and say, hey,
get the
if
middleman
you bought
out of
this
here.
game initially, you can trade this in for this upgrade at this $20 price.
Yo,
or $15, $30, whatever it is.
And riddle me this, right? You would think if I'm buying games on a digital storefront that it would be cheaper because you're not paying for packaging or a disc or anything like that.
But no,
So yeah, I'm like, so what the hell? Like, how does that work? Like,
you would because you don't actually pay for the packaging. I think that's the short answer.
and the thing
you
is,
don't pay for
when
the
you buy it
packaging.
directly from like the PlayStation store or the Xbox or Switch store, they pocket more of that money because there's no GameStop middleman. You know what I mean? So they pocket more of that money. So it's just like, out, man.
Everything's moving towards
Yeah.
everything's moving towards we're moving into a fully digital world. You know,
I haven't bought a game on disc in a while, bro.
me either, man. The only discs I've been buying are the memory,
The
are the
Switch,
SD cards.
yeah. I was gonna say on the Switch, it makes more sense because it can't hold that much memory. But
But I'm saying even that I'm just buying SD cards at this point. I'm buying everything.
so
And I'll delete the games I don't play. I'll archive them because you can always re-download.
Yeah.
You can always just you still keep the save data.
so
So
as far as the $70 games, like for example, so far EA's doing it like full steam ahead. The next Madden, FIFA, all of them joints are gonna be 70 on PS5 and Xbox Series X.
well, that's because they're the main culprits.
And PC. I don't know.
They're the leaders.
Ubisoft,
of the
same
game shit.
thing. Ubisoft is trap, bro. That's one. They're garbage, bro.
Fuck
Like
them niggas.
Ubisoft, they put out Assassin's Creed Infinity. You heard about that? They're about to turn Assassin's Creed into a live service.
An MMO type shit.
Live service type. Man, Assassin's Creed fell off
I think
so
that
hard.
could work. I think that could work.
I want a stealth game. Like, what happened to Assassin's Creed? Like, bro, this ain't what I didn't ask for this. I miss being an assassin and stealth and plotting my. It's like, what happened? I don't want the RPG shit in Assassin's
You
Creed.
sound like one of them. Get off my lawn, you young whippersnapper.
Bro, I don't care. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't care.
Shit changes, bro. Like I get it. They do need to continue that main series. This could just be an MMO
side.
Final Fantasy 14 was
Yeah,
an MMO.
yeah.
So it's like that doesn't
Which is
mean
doing real well these days.
Yeah, and they still came out with 15. That was a Final Fantasy, and then not only that, they made like a Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition where all the characters were chibi, and it was like I don't know, it had like
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
kind of battle style. Like I think more companies should, at least the ones that like make these AAA games, they should be looking how to make these big landmark releases in these series, how to spin them off. And how to make them so it's not just the same series, so you can capture more fans. I think it's okay to do that,
Yeah,
as long as you keep the core series intact.
But it's not intact. Like, they've been doing this. Every game is more of an RPG. Every game, they're just making it more like that. It's not Assassin's Creed.
What was the last Assassin's Creed before this? Black Flag, right?
No, damn it. Because the most recent one was Valhalla.
Screen Man, pull it up.
The one before it was Odyssey with the Romans. And the one before it was the one in Egypt. Assassin's Creed, I forgot what it's called, Origins. Then before that was like Unity. I'm right. Definitely before Valhalla was Odyssey.
Rebellion was the last one.
Or what's that, like mobile game or some shit? I'm talking about console, bro.
Nah, I know. The last console one.
We don't acknowledge
Chronicles
mobile
Russia,
games.
yeah, 2016.
We don't acknowledge mobile games around here, man.
Yeah, so. I mean, yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe the series is done, and maybe they are going into another.
Ubisoft's trap. Where's Prince of Persia? Where's Splinter Cell? Where this shit? I don't know. But yeah, so Ubisoft is doing a $70 game thing. EA is definitely doing it. Sony's on board with it. Microsoft, well, Nintendo can't.
Will not do that.
They just can't because
which gives them an advantage. So like, I'm okay with it because they will do it eventually.
It gives them incentive to upgrade the goddamn Switch. Because if you do that, then you can be like, oh well, now games are more expensive to make, so we gotta charge you $70.
Yeah,
and you Nintendo fans will eat it up because that's what Nintendo fans always do. So Xbox is really the lone standout that like. Halo Infinite, for example, is still going to be 60. I think Forza Horizon 5, I want to say is going to be 60. Don't quote me on that. But Game Pass is also the thing they have that's kind of eliminating the need for a $70 game because all of their first-party games, so Halo Infinite, Forza Horizon 5, The Ascent, all them games, they're going to be on Game Pass day one. So it's like... You just pay your subscription price and you get those games day one.
Yeah.
And you can pre-download them before they drop. So the day they drop, you're just ready to go.
And I think that could also be a big thing moving forward.
So if game price is going to keep rising, your subscription services, I think, are gonna really
There's
start to
gonna
take
be
over.
more, yeah.
That's why Game Pass is this shit. That's why I want you to get a Series S, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm definitely.
There's already used ones out there, bro.
And quote me on this, because I was always fuck Microsoft. I was fuck Microsoft if I'm gonna get a game.
They deserved it. They deserved it last generation. They definitely deserved it.
Yeah, but now Sony is Disneying this shit. Like they're just not. I don't know, man. They're just not who they once were. Like they're not the niggas that made the PS2 no more, bro. It's
no,
watching them's like watching Kanye West. I just disagree so much now, and it was such humble beginnings.
But
PS2, PS3.
To Sony's credit, they're still dropping a lot of bangers. You know what I'm saying? Like their first party output is insane. Like Ghost of Tsushima, for example.
Yeah.
That's a game I'm jealous of. Like that came out. I had a PS4 like twice, at 2 different points. But I sold my last PS4 like 2018, something like that. So since then, there's been Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us 2, a freaking I got to play Spider-Man and God of War, but it's like I haven't been.
Spider-Man was dope.
Spider-Man, I platinum Spider-Man, bro. I did every single thing you could do in Spider-Man. I got all the backpacks, the freaking voice notes, all this
Spider-Man
shit.
games have always been like a real like chart topper for Sony.
This should have been a topic, but I wanted to ask, why the hell do video games, when it comes to superheroes, it's Spider-Man and Batman?
I think it's because of the worlds that they live in. I think it's totally because of the worlds they live in. Number one, Spider-Man, I think, is the coolest superhero to play as just because of like the unique way he gets around.
Yeah.
Swinging is what makes Spider... Like, you have to get that right. If it's not fun to just swing around the city, it's not a fun Spider-Man game.
Spider-Man 2 for the PS2 was the first game to master that. That was the first Spider-Man game that, like, you could get the swung around the city, touch the ground, and, like, that game was... This Spider-Man, the PS4 one, is that game... They took that game and just made it way better. They really didn't even add that much, like, extra stuff to it.
But they're both, like... I don't want to discredit those either the Batman games or the Spider-Man games at all, but they're GTA clones. Like in terms of the way that the world is, and that's because those are two superheroes that actually beat up thugs on the street.
Okay,
every other superhero has this big villain they gotta go. Like, you can't just do shit around the city as Superman.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like he flies around. Like he can't just be chilling. Like Spider-Man's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Batman, yeah, he's a little bit more nighttime, but he's still like just around.
Also, I think too, like, cause I would love a Superman game just cause how powerful Superman. I want to feel like a tank in the sky real quick, you know what I'm saying? But it's like
play Kirby.
I think
Kirby is the Superman game you've been waiting for your whole life.
Boycotting Nintendo. But
Kirby's different, nigga. Kirby's how.
I think what it is with Spider-Man and Batman 2 is they're not so overpowered that it's hard to make a game around. Like Superman can't die.
Superman's too overpowered. Yeah.
So it's like you'd have to construct a whole concept to be able to get around it. Like maybe every bad guy got kryptonite weapons or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you'd have to make him like Kirby, where he could kill literally everything.
But Spider-Man, you can literally shoot Spider-Man. If you connect, he's gonna get hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's kind of really human.
You need a hero that is just a human being.
I think Iron Man would be fire.
Iron Man would be fire, but they'd have to make a lot more sections without his suit. I think.
You'd have to,
and that would be whack.
Nah, but okay. I would love though if there was an Iron Man game. Imagine like
because the Peter Parker shit was the
you
worst
could
part
walk
of
around.
games.
Hell yeah! But imagine just give me this though. Like if I could walk around his house as Tony Stark, or like even if you can get outside the house as Tony Stark, I want to be able to call the suit and like. I want to jump off a building and then press LB, call the suit, and that's what I want. That'd be fire.
That'd be totally.
So fire. I don't know these companies.
He's like the only one that would work though. Like, what are the superheroes?
Yeah, because he's not overpowered to where he can't die from like a missile strike or something.
Yeah, because it's all in the suit and like the suit's based on technology. So
you would need two different gameplay things.
In-game reasons like you run out of ammo, you run out of jet fuel to go. Like you can limit him easily.
But you would need Tony Stark gameplay.
Yeah, Iron and the Tony Stark. Yeah, the Tony Stark.
I just want to be able to put the suit. That's all I want. I want to jump off and build it.
They made a Hulk game.
You know what I'm saying?
They made a Hulk game.
The Hulk game was pretty dope.
The Hulk game was pretty close to the old Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But it seems like these companies just want to focus on Batman and Spider-Man. And what other superhero games we got?
Those are the biggest superheroes.
I know they're making a Suicide Squad, but I didn't ask for that. They're making like a Bat Family game where it's Robin and Nightwing. And
they can't. I don't think they could ever do a Flash game.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
They already made Sonic.
Captain America would be doable.
Captain America would be
because he's not like
Superman thing though. He'd be too.
No, shit. Nah, he's not. He's not super like overpowered though. Like it could kind of be like God of War. You ever play God of War PS4?
Yeah.
You know, Kratos throws the axe. Mm-hmm. and like the axe comes back. Oh, I see that I'm talking about the PS4 version because it's totally different gameplay.
Yeah.
So there's like a mechanic where he could throw his axe and you could call the axe back and stuff like that. It'll be kind of like Captain America's shield. You throw the shield. It's like mad satisfying too.
I think that would work better for Thor.
Oh yeah, Thor would be really dope.
I feel like Thor would be a lot easier than.
He's kind of OP too though.
Yeah, because he's a god. All his villains is like heavenly or hellish. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like Superman could kind of be the same thing because he fights all like the big worst villains too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if they really tried, they could. I think the developers are just lazy.
But that's the thing is like
Batman and Spider-Man is so easy. Like you.
But Superman, okay, like you could find people for him to fight. What about the mundane tasks in between?
Exactly.
That's
Spider-Man
where they come up with
car accidents.
That's how you get the Superman 64 bullshit where they just make you fly through rings.
Yeah.
You need the in between things to be fun, and that's why it's so important in Spider-Man games that the swinging around is fun.
But I think it has to be narrative based. Maybe if like the Earth was being taken over or something, by some crazy alien.
I think they should just weaken him. Do like they did in Dragon Ball FighterZ.
A story reason that he's weakened. Yeah, like
and he has to regain his powers. Or maybe a Superman origin story. Make Smallville. Make Smallville the game and make it Superman learning that he has these powers growing up and like he gains them. Like make him Peter Parker.
They can definitely, if they really try, they can do it. But
they could.
It's just not. It's just Batman and Spider-Man is like a layup. It's easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, moving on.
Moving
so
on.
We got
DLC.
Yeah. So
should it be free? The answer may surprise you.
I think it depends on what it is. If it's like story-based DLC where it's adding hours onto the game, like for example, The Witcher 3, it had 2 DLCs, Hearts of Stone and Blood of Wine. Both of these DLCs added like 10 to 20 hours of gameplay. So at that point, it's like, cool, I'm down to pay for that because I'm getting another game, basically.
Yeah. And I think they should do that instead of doing these annual games. I think, let me use Smash Bros. For an example. Smash Bros. Came out in 2018. Mm-hmm. We're still getting DLC now. And like that's not a narrative driven game, but like the big like thing about Smash Bros moving forward that like, you know, is happening in the Smash Bros community, everyone's kind of pushing for is for just Ultimate to just be the game, and then instead of selling new games over and over again, new Smash Bros, just add to what's already there. Like make the game a platform. They could do that with Madden. They could do that with Call of Duty. They could do that with all of these annual franchises. Just give those little iterative tweaks unless you're going for a very different gameplay experience. And that's why I think DLC should be not necessarily free, but I think it should all be like subscription based. I think it should be you buy the game, you pay maybe $10, $20 up front on top of that game price, and then you get, you know, whatever amount of DLC content they're going to continue to give it. Rather than if it's something small, it should be free, though. Absolutely.
Real quick, I was just going to say, yo, them Smash Brother characters are expensive, bro. My little cousin asked for them. I looked at a pack, like $30 for a 4-pack, 4 fighter, whatever that was. I was like, damn, why is it so expensive?
Well, because you don't just get a fighter.
You get the stage.
You get a stage, you get the music, you get spirits, you get a whole new classic mode. Like, you get a lot with each character. Smash Bros. Does...
Right.
Smash Bros. Ultimate... more than any other Smash Bros.
For the story mode, I hate the World of Light.
Classic mode's dope.
Oh, classic mode.
I'm saying you get a whole new classic mode.
World of Light is trash to me.
World of Light is definitely not Subspace Emissary, and I think that's what.
That's what I want. Yo,
so
when has Nintendo ever given to people what they want? Like it's kind of like
a couple times.
Oh, dog.
Breath of the Wild was that. Yeah. Mario Odyssey was that. The Switch was that. Like everything. Right. When the Switch came out the gate,
they did everything right. A lot too. So.
They did everything right out the gate with the Switch. The first 2 years of the Switch were incredible.
Except how underpowered it was. It still is.
That's Nintendo. That's fucking... That's doing everything right, nigga. They're not going to give you a PlayStation.
Oh, God.
You want a PlayStation? Buy a PlayStation.
Fuck. I'm asking for last gen. Can I at least get last gen graphics?
I mean, they was making the Switch while they had the Wii U out. So they were basically just trying to do the Wii U right.
Like
they were basically doing the Wii U right when they made the Switch.
Yeah, but as far as DLC, like I said, as long as it's meaningful DLC, like story-based stuff where it adds new missions, new content, that's like not like skins or whatever, I'm down to pay for it, especially if it's a great game. I'm definitely down. It's just these companies with these director cuts and the way they're deciding to try to finesse money out of you.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of crazy. That's why I really like how Xbox is doing it.
I think
They just haven't really been dropping those 10 out of 10 first party games.
if you have a game that gets like $40 worth of DLC, you get like $10 mission expansion, story expansions, and like they've done 4 extra, and that totals out to $40 extra DLC. That's where I'm getting that number from. If they do like a director's cut or deluxe edition where they include all that, and they just throw $15, $20 on top of the base price, I think that's okay. Yeah. Because they're giving you a deal. They are giving you a deal. I think costumes and shit, cosmetic shit, that should be free unless it's from another company. I think Smash Bros shouldn't be charging for Mii Fighter costumes.
Definitely not.
I think those should be free. I think anytime you're getting like a new skin for something, or unless it's specifically like you're playing Fortnite and you got a skin to be Spider-Man in the game. Okay, obviously you need to give some money to Marvel. So okay, I'll pay $1. I'll pay 50 cents. I'll pay whatever the fuck it is for.
Does Smash do like, okay, so for example, with like Apex Legends, for example, right? Battle Royale game. Every 3 months you get a new season. A battle pass you have to pay for, but that upgrade you get is free. Like they just download the patch. You might get a new map. You might need to get a new this, new that. They changing gameplay mechanics, changing stuff, and you get all that changes for free. Does Nintendo do anything like that?
The Mii costumes come out as a wave when the new fighter comes out. So that's why every time they announce a new fighter, and they go in depth with like,
a little Dante one.
They do like, okay, these are the Mii costumes that are coming out as part of this wave. You know what I mean? So, and they're like 75 cents each. And sometimes they come with a song. I think those are like $1. But yeah, for the most part, I've never bought him. I bought Geno. I bought Sans. Yeah. Sans came with a song, and it's Undertale. I wanted Undertale in Smash, so I bought that. And what was the other one? Cuphead. I bought Cuphead. Those are the only 3 costumes I bought.
I actually have the Cuphead game. But it's just wild how like Nintendo kind of has that reputation too of like they're the video game purists, like because they
saved the industry, nigga. Yeah, honestly, put some respect on their name. They saved the industry.
But it's just like for this company that's so supposedly gamer centric and they love the gamers and they do it for they don't do no pro like consumer type of thing. Everything is nickel and dime their customers, shaking niggas down to get whatever they're worth. Like that's all Nintendo does. Like, what do they do for like? That's just something for the fans. That's like no free upgrades for Smash. Nigga, like, no.
But
like,
the fact that Smash Bros exists is fucking fan service. Yeah, okay, yes. The fact that they're still making like these new games based on these old properties, like in the ways that they're doing, the Metroid Dread is completely for the fans. Entirely, because like the fans have known about the name Metroid Dread. Like they've been leaking shit about it.
That game is not $60, right? I know it's not $60.
No, it's a full price Metroid game. Yes, it absolutely is. It's Metroid.
It's a side scroller.
Are you serious? Side scrollers yes.
That side scroller be $60?
Nigga, you know how big Metroid worlds are?
$60.
Side scroller or not, nigga? That's and I don't know that it's full price. I'm assuming it is. But
I don't know either. But like for example, the Ori games, I don't think they were 60. I don't know. Were they? I don't know. I could be tripping, bro. I'm talking a whole bunch of shit.
I do agree with you. Most side scrollers, like I played Hollow Knight.
They be like 30.
Like yeah, like most of them really are like $20, $30 because that we associate that with like, oh, it's a simple game. It's shorter, blah blah blah. But no, just because it's side scroller, like you can still make a big ass world, and that's what Metroid does.
Man, there better be some shit up in there. Then.
Metroid doesn't do small worlds. Like they just don't. The whole point of Metroid is you get this big ass world to explore. So like Metroid's gonna be big. Link's Awakening was the closest thing when they did the remake on Switch. That was like the closest thing to like a $60 side scroller besides like the new Super Mario Bros. Games.
Yeah. I don't know. Nintendo's weird with their DLC. They rather just like bundle it in another $60 version of a game.
Their AAA games are just always $60. Yes. Like you can just
they don't get no discounts. Their games are never discounted.
They do not go on sale.
God, man, I don't know, but dude, God bless y'all, man. That stick by Nintendo. I can't do it, dog. I've been give up on them. But anyways,
I just get what I want from them. That's the thing is like it's
that type of relationship? You just go
Yeah,
and get what you want.
I just get what I don't buy. I don't buy every new game that looks amazing to me. I don't buy every game in, like I just said earlier, Skyward Sword HD. I'm not getting that shit. And I buy every Zelda game. I bought Link's Awakening on the fucking Switch.
When's your birthday, man?
August 4th, next month actually.
Bro. Man, I'm about to go half with you on a Series S, bro. There's used ones out there too. You get them for like $250, bro.
The problem with me is, and we could probably do a whole episode on this. Is it's just time with me. And that's why I just go
there's
to
so many games, especially with Game Pass. But there's so many games on there. You're just like,
that's what makes it easy for me to be a Nintendo fan, because I just get the franchises that I know I'm going to actually spend my $60 on, play it for the weekend, beat it, and then maybe play it sporadically throughout the rest of the month when I want to play it some more. Yeah. And slowly, like, lose interest in it and something else comes up. Like, that's just how it is. Like, Smash Bros., I only really pick that game up when a new character drops. Or if I'm playing with somebody. Like, recently I have kind of gotten into, like, just being a better player at it and, like, wanting to be able to say, yo, $50 on this game, like, and just know I'm going to win. Like, I've been going online trying to unlock Elite Smash and shit like that for characters I use, because somehow I unlocked, like, the ranked Elite Smash with 2 characters I barely use. Yeah. Like, those are the only characters I can actually play that mode with. I'm like, damn, I can't use none of the niggas I want to use in the ranked modes, so I got to get at least one nigga that I use so I can have fun with it. I got Greninja and Ridley in that shit, and I haven't used Greninja since the Wii U, so I don't know how I got him in the ranked mode so quick.
Yeah, so, I mean, like I said, DLC is just certain companies handle them certain ways. Sony and Nintendo kind of... So
Nintendo's horrible with DLC, but at the same time, they're great with it when it comes to their big games. Like Mario Odyssey, I'm glad they didn't do DLC for it, because they should have, but it wouldn't have been what we wanted.
Nintendo just has such an extensive first party. Give me other stuff. Give me a Donkey Kong game. Give me freaking Star Fox.
That's a good segue.
Oh yeah.
Because Donkey Kong Country just celebrated 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 30 years?
Yeah, see, I played Donkey Kong Country a good amount. I remember I had it on Game Boy Advance too, because they dropped that game mad times. I used to play it. I just never I didn't put that many hours into it.
Right.
But I do remember I remember the music of it. That's just like classic.
Classic.
I remember collecting the freaking letters and shit and whatever. I remember all that stuff. Like Donkey Kong.
Shout out to David Wise. I'm sorry. I do want to shout out to David Wise real quick, because he follows me, and I've stolen his music to make songs out of, and I don't want to say he's okay with it, but I love the guy. He makes incredible music. That soundtrack.
Shout out to you, bro.
You can't talk about Donkey Kong Country and not
so it's like my thing is just like I could picture a 2021. When's the last time we got a Donkey Kong game? The freaking Wii with the drums? Is that the last time we got a Donkey Kong game?
Well, that's actually what I was about to mention. Tropical Freeze was the last Donkey Kong game. That's
just old, right?
That came out 2014. It came out. It got re-released on the Switch in like 2018 with a new character, and like some other little improvements.
So I think they could make a really fire Donkey Kong game.
Tropical Freeze was that.
Swinging from trees and like all this other shit.
That was the best, bro. Like honestly, that was the best Donkey Kong. That might be the best platform game ever. Tropical Freeze.
Is there any talks of a new Donkey Kong game?
Yes. There was not supposed to, but there were heavy rumors about a new Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
I mean, not new Donkey Kong Country. A new Donkey Kong game that's not Donkey Kong Country was supposed to be coming to the Switch, and it was rumored to be revealed at E3 by like a lot of sources. That didn't come to fruition. But it's supposed to be the return of the Kremlings in King K. Rool, even though it's not a country game.
I want to see that. Star Fox is another one too. Like when I look at Ratchet and Clank, for example, imagine taking that and just making it Star Fox.
That would have been Star Fox
That'd
Adventures.
Be fire, bro. You get the R-Wing and you... Yo, like they can do... That's what I'm saying. Like I don't need Zelda and Mario. And I guess you always need those.
No, you need Zelda.
Like, damn.
Zelda's going to be the new Mario, man.
Yeah, you definitely need
Zelda's becoming the new Mario. The way the industry is going, Zelda is going to be...
I need Nintendo tapping into their backlog of other characters, you know what I'm saying?
It's a legacy act, man.
Yeah, that Donkey Kong game was fire, Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, so shout out to Donkey Kong Country. Happy 30th anniversary to that.
We're kind of in the same vein of a Smash Brothers character, Nickelodeon announced their Nickelodeon All-Stars. What's they called?
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. They literally put Brawl in the fucking name.
Okay, so PlayStation has PlayStation All-Stars. And yeah,
Smash Bros. Brawl.
So the Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl is what it's called.
Hey, them niggas ain't give a fuck about a lawsuit. They're Nickelodeon.
Facts. Yo, facts.
They'll take that. They'll take that lawsuit on.
We got Viacom in our back, but they got money, bro.
Can we let's pull up the list of characters.
Okay.
In that,
they got an official list.
And I don't know if they got an official list because they're doing the Smash Bros thing.
Yeah, announcing characters. Yeah.
They're still announcing.
Well, I can tell you who needs to be in there. Obviously, you need your Nickelodeon goats. You need Rugrats in there somehow.
They're not gonna put Rugrats in because they're babies and they don't want babies to get beat up. They put Reptar in though.
Okay. All right.
So they're referencing.
All grown up.
I'm okay with that.
Put all grown up in there.
Hey, if they're putting an all grown up character, it gotta be Dill. No, it gotta be Dill, and he gotta have some wild.
All grown up was trash though, so like you
all grown up made me like Dill though.
Okay. Yeah.
It made Dill interesting as fuck.
That's whack. You can only put reps. Damn, that is whack. I get it though. That makes sense. All right, fine.
So I got the list of announced characters right here. We got Oblina from All Real Monsters.
Which one? Who was? Was it the skin?
That's the skinny one with the
I was hoping All Real Monster. How about what's his name? The red dude that turned into the big monster.
That was Crumb, right?
That was his name. I thought it was like started with an S or something.
It was.
Yeah, the eyeball dude.
Oblina,
Ickis. There we go. Yeah, the eyeball dude who held his eyeball.
No, the eyeball dude's Crumb.
Okay. Ickis is the little
Ickis is like the red one.
Yeah,
the red little.
He should be in there too.
Yeah, I'm cool with just Oblina.
Okay, so yeah,
you should put all three, but a lot of these series that are put in it like don't have a bunch of characters.
Okay, so
it's like one random character.
But
so
yeah,
put Oblina.
You need the goats, so you need like Fairly Odd Parents up in there. Like
well,
Timmy Turner.
Okay, I'm gonna go through the list. That's my first complaint so far. Is that okay? Well, hold on. Let me just say the next character.
Yeah, go through the
next character is Danny Phantom.
That's
the only Butch Hartman cartoon in this whole shit so far. Is Danny Phantom.
They gotta announce Timmy Turner. Oh, because he's a kiddo. You don't get kids beating up.
I want Cosmo and Wanda. I want the Ice Climbers, Cosmo and Wanda.
But it needs
I want that.
It needs
or
to be
Jorgen.
No. It needs to be Timmy Turner, like Pokemon trainer. And you got Cosmo and Wanda.
That would be fire.
And he could wish different things.
That would be dumb fire.
That would be fire.
I think Jorgen would be.
Yeah, that'd be like his special or something.
Or Wandissimo. I want either Jorgen or Wandissimo as like a random character. If they're not doing Cosmo and Wanda and they're just doing a random character, I would want either Jorgen or Wanda.
I think he should be
or
like
Vicky.
Or Vicky. He should be like Vicky would be like an assist trophy type of thing.
Chip Skylark needs to be in the background of a stage performing my shiny teeth and me on loop for eternity, nigga. The whole fight. Just loop to the top, nigga.
What was I gonna say? So yeah, I think it'd be dope if he was like a Pokemon trainer type of character. And he's like making the wishes and that's the moves.
That'd be fire.
Like I don't know. So
each move would have to be obtuse lava goose green moves. Like literally like if they made that theme song just his moves, that'd be fire.
Yeah, it would be.
Next character, Helga Pataki. Hey Arnold.
Is Arnold in it?
Hey Arnold isn't in it. Just Helga so far.
Gerald
So we need Gerald for representation. Let's be honest about that.
You need Gerald, period, honestly.
We need niggas in this. There's no niggas.
You need him, period, regardless.
Invader Zim, we got Zim.
Okay, yeah.
Gur popped up next to him, so I'm not sure if Gur is part of his moves. He should be.
Invader Zim's a good one, yeah.
That's like a Ratchet and Clank character if you give him just Gur to transform and give him the spider legs and all that shit. Rugrat, you got Reptar. SpongeBob, of course, you got the All-Stars. You got SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy.
Okay. Karate.
Exactly. They're gonna do karate.
Yeah. Who else we got up in here?
It's weird because they showed Leonardo and Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles, but they didn't show the other two.
I don't know who owns the rights to Ninja Turtles. Probably Viacom. I don't know.
Nick owns them now.
Okay, because Viacom owns Nickelodeon, MTV,
but Nickelodeon has owned Ninja Turtles since like we were kids.
Okay, I didn't even know that. Right.
Yeah, like they
kind of appeared in mad different places.
Every movie though has a Nickelodeon logo on it, if you think about it. Like, but it's weird that they only have those two. I feel like Raphael would be like the first one you would use.
Like, okay, they use different weapons. One got nunchucks, one got
that makes all the difference, honestly.
Yeah, but they like look kind of the same.
That's gonna be the Fire Emblem.
Different colors.
That's gonna be the Fire Emblem list where you got mad characters that just do the same shit. I want Shredder. I want Shredder and Splinter.
Shredder would be
I want Shredder and Splinter. I want Casey Jones.
Who's that again?
That's the nigga that wore the mask.
Oh yeah. Like, the hockey dude.
Yeah, I want him, bro. He'd be fire.
Shit. So okay, so you said SpongeBob is SpongeBob, Patrick, and
Sandy. Yeah.
Oh, Larry the lobster.
I want Larry too. We need heavies in the game.
Larry would be mad funny, bro.
Larry would be fucking niggas up. Pearl would be fucking niggas up.
Oh shit.
I don't know about this cartoon, but it's the newest one here. The Loud House. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but
they should have stuck to classics.
They're doing both, which is good.
Yeah, you gotta get the new kids in it too.
The Loud House started in 2016, I guess. I don't know anything about this show.
I've never even heard of it.
It started 2013 as a short, I guess.
Who else we got over here?
We got Ren and Stimpy.
Okay, dope.
We got Powder Toast Man from Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, Disney owns Doug now, right?
Disney owns Doug.
Damn.
I want Quail Man if we can make that work. He could be like Banjo. He used to be with us, but like he's back as a guest character.
Rocco.
We don't have Rocco yet.
Okay. Cat Dog.
Okay, well I'm gonna get to that. The last character on the list is a Nigel Thornberry, which is fire.
Nigel?
For memes alone, that's fire. Because you know he's like the joke character. He's going to be hilarious.
You need Donnie in there too. Like a little
You need Donnie.
Character.
You need or Darwin. Donnie. Yeah, I'd say Donnie first.
Eliza. She's the main one. You need Eliza.
But the reason I kept saying we're going to get back to that is because I watched a YouTube,
they probably gonna know
a YouTube video of like speculation of who could be. Shout out to Papagenos on YouTube. I follow him for Smash like speculation and shit. So when this came out, he made like a 45-minute video like dissecting the trailer and shit. But he looked at the cover because they showed the cover silhouetted.
Okay, all right. So you saw some.
So you could see certain characters. So and also if you watch the trailer, you have the Air Temple. So
yeah, you definitely need Avatar up in there. Yeah, I forgot.
We're getting Avatar Korra and Avatar Aang because if you look at the silhouette on the box, you can see both of them.
We need one of each bender. You need Zuko and Toph in there.
I think they're just gonna do
Katara.
Avatars. I'd be fine with Zuko. I'd be fine with Zuko.
But you need every element though. Like you know what I'm saying? Because they mad different.
But then you shouldn't have Aang and Korra.
They play mad different.
I don't think you should have Aang and Korra. I
they
think
do all the moves.
Yeah, because since they both have all four, it's like, okay, I don't feel like you need any other benders.
But you can't... No. False, because since they have all four, that's less moves per each bending. You know what I'm saying?
It is, but like...
Zuko's all fire, so you give him all fire bending moves. You know what I'm saying?
I want Zuko and Toph. I definitely want Zuko and Toph.
And Katara, because you need a water bender too.
I'd be fine without Katara. I want you
have
Katara.
3 elements, bro.
Make old Katara. Because I think you should represent Korra more.
Boom.
I think Korra should be more represented.
Boom. They should. Okay, yeah, fine. But they should. If they put Aang in it, right? Make it Kid Aang, and he's only doing air moves. And then Avatar State Special, he does them.
I like that. I like that idea.
I want one of each bender, and I want all air character. I want a whole.
And make
fire
Korra
character.
just water. Okay, so yeah. So do Aang.
Even though Korra came on the scene knowing how to do all of them almost.
Yeah.
So I kind of at least Aang at first only knew how to do air.
So I think it could be Aang, Zuko, Toph, and Korra. I think that would be good.
Or no Korra and put Katara. Everyone likes Katara more than Korra. Anyway.
I like Korra.
People love Katara, bro.
I like Katara, but I like Korra better. I like Korra better.
She is a main. So,
yeah, she's an avatar. There's more to do with an avatar, of course.
Fine.
But
they already got Avatar Aang.
They also have Cat Dog on the cover. Which
imagine they had cat, no dog.
Dog is DLC.
That's what Nintendo would do. Oh, guess what? If you want to get dog, you gotta get the $60 version.
Nigga, I want Winslow to just come out in the middle of the stage, see you niggas fighting, and be like, all right, and go back into the hole.
So that list is alright.
That's okay.
It's an okay list.
I think the biggest thing that we're missing is Fairly Odd Parents.
Better be in there.
Fairly Odd
Parents.
They're
gonna. There's no way.
I'm just gonna.
They're probably just waiting for that big
For Timmy fun, Turner. I'm gonna just pull up a list of Nicktoons.
Yeah.
I think we should expect at least one real person. I think we should expect
Cousin Skeeter,
like like a Keenan or Kel or
Cousin Skeeter would be fired now. Yeah,
or Amanda Bynes. I think they're gonna put someone. They're gonna put someone because they did
Miranda
like
Cosgrove. They are doing the iCarly.
They're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna make it retro. I think.
Yeah, true.
But the reason why is because they did like a kart racer a few years ago and they put JoJo Siwa on it, who has nothing to do with Nickelodeon.
Okay. But, yeah, they could do that.
But I feel like they're gonna put like a classic like it would be Amanda Bynes, it would be Drake and Josh, it would be like
Oh,
Keenan and
that.
Kel. They could at least make all that like studio a stage.
Keenan and Kel would be like ice climbers.
Yeah, that would be fire. But we're also missing Rocco's Modern Life. Definitely.
I mentioned that, yo.
Rocket Power.
Hell yeah, you gotta throw Rocket Power.
You need a half pipe stage.
You need Otto, obviously.
Otto and Twister.
Yeah.
You need Otto and Twister. Or Otto and Reggie.
Or if you want diversity, homegirl. What's her name again?
That's Reggie.
Girl. Reggie?
That was his sister. Remember?
But what was her name?
It was Reggie.
Her name was... Okay, name them all. You got Otto, Sam...
It was Reggie Rocket. It was Otto, Sam, Squid, Reggie, and Twister.
Okay, alright. Yeah, I forgot.
And Reggie was like named after their dad or some shit.
Okay. Yeah, Rocket Power definitely gotta be in there.
Yeah, it was Regina, Reggie, Rocket.
Hopefully they don't cater too much to the new kid. I get it. Because they might cut Rocket Power and be like, oh, these new kids don't know.
I want the forgotten shit. I want My Life as a Teenage Robot and as told by Ginger in this motherfucker.
The Teenage Robot show is kind of whack, though. You like the...
It was whack, but she's a fire character to play in a fighting game.
Yeah.
Like, that show was whack as shit. That is true. But and as told by Ginger, I feel like you need a regular character just to like just to give some wild off the wall.
Maybe she could just be like an NPC or something.
Jimmy Neutron we're missing.
Jimmy Neutron is definitely in there. That's like you got to put him in there.
You need Ultraman.
Ultraman?
That was like Sheen's.
Oh yeah.
Remember Sheen had the thing. Okay, we need Ultraman.
Okay, yeah.
Like this is the chance to make him like a thing.
Yeah. Yep. Who else we got? I forgot about Jimmy Neutron. Damn. We said Invader Zim.
I'm scrolling through right now. I don't see a lot anymore. I think I'm past the point of like, yeah.
Well, you've been on this topic for mad long, so.
I mean, yeah. And any final thoughts on Nickelodeon characters other than we need Doug to come back from Disney just as Quail Man for this. We need. And
it's crazy because when Disney took over Doug became trash. Like, it was like.
Yeah, because they was Disney for the movie, and that was like the last time.
Disney's greedy, so they're not letting go of Doug. I don't think they ever sell properties.
I think
they only buy. They never sell properties.
I think they could work with Doug. I think Doug would be.
But Disney's if I was Nickelodeon, I wouldn't even want to bother.
They made Kingdom Hearts, nigga. They made Kingdom Hearts.
True, and I bet you Square Enix barely I bet you they had to give a whole giant bag to Disney for that.
Of course, but it's Square Enix.
Yo, I heard Disney owns Sora. Is that true? That can't be Sora.
It's like a split. It's like a split.
That's dumb. Why would Disney own Sora at all?
It's like a split thing. I think it's because he came out as part of a Disney property. So because of that,
Disney just be headlocking dudes out here, bro. Like,
Disney's the Illuminati, nigga. I don't know why you're acting surprised by this. Disney has ran the world for our entire lives.
And we want a piece of your character. Like, damn, bro. Okay, yeah, so Nick All-Stars, it can be fire. I'm sure it's gonna not be fire.
No. Honestly, looking at it,
it can be fire.
I'm very hopeful. I think it could be as good as Smash Bros.
I hope it's not like too cartoony, and by that I mean like, how do I explain it? Like Smash Bros to me isn't too cartoon. It's kind of like
they can put. That's what I'm saying is that I want them to put someone live action. I want them to have all that stage. I want them to like kind of meet
Smash Bros.
Yeah. I want them to meet in the middle the way Smash Bros. Yeah,
that's what I want too. Yeah, that'd be fire.
And the people that made it apparently, I don't remember the name of the company. I'm blanking on it, and I put my phone away, so I'm not looking it up.
Well, like Butt Ugly Martians or whatever. You want to throw them up in there?
I did remember that because I had the Butt Ugly Martians.
I had the toy from Burger King.
I had I think I did have that, but I had the game on Game Boy Advance, and that was the last time I ever heard of them because the show was already off the air when I bought the game.
Yeah.
So like that's a big part of my childhood. I would love for them to bring back the Butt Ugly Martians for this. I would love for that.
But that show had like 10 episodes and they canceled it. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean Rocco's Modern Life as well too. Rocco's Modern Life definitely needs like.
Cartoon Network could have made a fire Smash Bros too.
See, okay, so that's where I wanted to go next. I'm hoping they do one. I'm hoping Disney.
They're owned by the same people.
Exactly.
I think.
And that was kind of my point. I'm hoping they both do one. I'm hoping Disney does one, and I'm hoping we get like a Marvel vs. Capcom between Nickelodeon and Smash Bros.
Disney's would be.
Between Nickelodeon and Disney's would. I don't think Disney would be late because they made Kingdom Hearts. So.
Well, Square Enix made.
Disney's.
They just let them borrow.
Disney's big enough that they can get the niggas to make a good game out of their shit. Epic Mickey was a good game. Disney comes out with good games.
But Disney's too like kind of kiddie. Like I don't think they want to show us like Mickey Mouse getting beat up and shit.
Well, that's
like
kind
that,
of what I'm
like-
saying. So here's my idea. I want Nickelodeons to be good, first of all. Then I want Cartoon Network to do one. Then I want a Marvel vs. Capcom type Nickelodeon
Network.
versus Cartoon Network.
That'd be
game.
fire.
Because we've all been talking about
We're
that
dreaming at
since
this point.
kids. Nigga, we were dreaming about Smash Bros. And Smash Bros. Came out.
True.
And I want a Disney guest character. That's all I want. I want a Disney guest character in Nickelodeon versus Cartoon Network.
Disney's greedy though, bro.
I think they'll give one character to this. They're not doing it to Smash.
They probably gonna want. All right, we want a straight up bag for this character. We want royalties. We want the. They probably
I think
go
they
crazy.
could just put Quail Man and be like, hey, give me 25,000.
25,000. No royalties. Fuck whatever it says.
Yeah, just whatever. We don't give a fuck. They're not using Doug. You think Disney gives a fuck about the legacy of Doug?
Rugrats is kind of a little crazy though, because it's like, okay, I get it, they're babies, but it's like I feel like I've played video games
where they fought people.
like,
we've played Rugrats games where
like,
Tommy uses a screwdriver.
Is that
Or
really?
shit.
It's not like you just stabbing up Tommy. It's just like cartoon violence. It's not like
I mean, but they're babies. Like, they're not kids. I think that's the difference. Because there are kids in this.
True, yeah,
there's
they're
Helga.
babies, yeah.
There's the kids from
Susie.
Loud House, whatever that is.
Susie Carmichael.
I want Susie.
Yeah.
I definitely want Susie. In the
Yeah.
game.
She's to keep Angelica in check.
I think they should put one all grown up character. I think they should put one.
All right.
Just to reference
That's
it, but
our
yeah.
thoughts on the matter. Nickelodeon Smash. We're here for it as long as it's good.
Yeah, I'm super here for it. I'm super excited. I saw it was coming to all platforms, so Switch is getting it too. Day one. It's been a while since I've seen Switch getting the same thing as y'all niggas.
The Switch
on the
is
first trailer.
poverty gaming, bro. Poverty gaming. Oh man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. We're a little past an hour now.
Yeah, fuck the hour, man. We are out of time because we said we're out of time. So
Yes.
thank you for rocking with us.
Thank you.
We will be back. We have a lot more topics to cover. Feel free to hit either
For
one of
sure.
us on social media. More Rich than me because I don't tolerate spam. And just tell him all your favorite Nickelodeon characters you want in this game.
Yes.
And
Danny
feel free to
Phantom.
hit us with any
Fire.
topics. I want Ember for
Who's
Danny
that
Phantom.
again?
The Rockstar girl.
Oh
Those-
yeah.
I
The
want
bad guy
her.
too.
Yeah.
Vince Vlad, whatever his name was.
Nigga, Danny Phantom got the ill
Danny
villains,
Phantom,
nigga. He
yeah.
needs his own game. Fuck Smash Bros. He needs a Spider-Man. You talk about superheroes they can make a game out of, nigga. Danny Phantom, bro.
Yeah, Danny Phantom would be a fire concept.
Danny
man.
Phantom would be the most fire cartoon superhero video game ever. I put money on it.
I'm still here for Superman. But yeah, so man, thank you all for rocking with us for this past hour and 7 minutes. You know, it's been kind of a crazy recording process.
It sure has.
But hopefully one day we'll get that set place with a nice cool backdrop and good mics and cameras and all that
and
shit.
we'll do a face reveal in case you somehow are not following us on social media.
I
Don't know
right?
what we look like. Big face reveal at 1K.
Yeah, facts. 1K subscribers or views, whichever's first.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so yeah, Sky, it's always a pleasure. You know what I'm saying?
Big love,
We're
homie.
some gamers over here. So
Should we make the dap
talking
audible?
gaming.
Should we dap in front of the mic so it's like audible?
Fuck it. Word. Bye,
Alright,
y'all.
Y'all have a good night.
Peace and love, blessings.
For sure.